What's packing, everybody? It's your boy Gotcha, first of his name. Welcome back to the What's Packin Sports Show. And today, man, we're gonna be talking about Kevin Durant and the Michael Rapaport beef that's going on between them. It was recently reported that Kevin Durant is going to be fined $500,000, man, because Michael Rapaport leaked some conversations that that Durant had exchanged via, I guess, direct message on Instagram, or maybe it was on Twitter. But in these messages, Kevin Durant basically was talking a bunch of shit to Michael Rapaport, and in response to him calling out Kevin Durant for being, a pretty sensitive guy. I mean, which isn't anything new. Durant has had a couple of these sorts of instances in the media. I know he was exposed maybe back in like 2009 or 10 or something like that, like around that time, for having like a burner account or something. It could even have been wow, that couldn't have been 10 years ago. I'm actually curious to see, like, maybe when that was. Kevin Durant burner phone. Alleged accounts could have 2017, man. I had that way the fuck off. I said 2010. This is actually 2017. Kevin Durant's alleged burner accounts are incredibly lame and totally understandable. Basically, he got caught making some comments about, I guess, people just in the media and just saying things like giving his commentary, I guess. Trying to pull up something right here. I imagine taking Russ off that team. See how bad they were. KD win a championship with those cats. Okay, he talks himself in second and third person. Fuck with these to fuck with these people is not new. Cole Cashwell, he didn't say. Man, I respect the hell out of you, but give me one legitimate reason for leaving OKC other than getting a championship. He didn't like the organization or playing for Billy Donovan. His roster wasn't that good. It was just him and Russ. KD Trey 5. Okay, so look, I'm not really sure which one is the burner or what have you, but basically Durant is kind of a whiny, shady, very self-conscious and insecure person who has an incredible ability to play basketball, but does not really have the ability to manage his emotions that well. And honestly, I feel like we all kind of struggle with that, and it's something that I can see on myself. Not necessarily to this stage, because I'm not a multi-millionaire and I don't play basketball in front of millions and millions of people every night, but I do think he takes things a little too far. And in these exchanges he had with Michael Rapaport, I mean, he went all the way in on this dude. He used a lot of like derogatory names for him, homophobic slurs. I think they said like misogynistic, defamatory phrases, or whatever the case you want to say. And Rapaport, he didn't really say much, but he just kind of kept egging it on. It seemed like he knew he was going to expose Durant for this, or at the very least, he wanted to get as much out of Durant as he could. And Durant, he went all in, man. He even said he was going to spit on him or slap him in the face, and he said, "Meet me at this address," and all this other kind of crazy stuff. But I think the bigger issue here is that Rapaport is a bitch for this, and he's going to lose a lot of credibility. But aside from that, how can you fine a man $500,000, the NBA did, for, character, I guess, detrimental to the team or the league or whatever the case may be, just like they didn't like what the fuck he said, and he said some foul stuff to the dude. I'm not gonna lie, it was vulgar, but it was said in private. He didn't say this in a public forum. He didn't tweet this out publicly. He didn't say this in an article. And it's not like Rapaport is some member of the media or some NBA official. He's just a fucking fan. He's just a person with an opinion. He's just a public figure. So it's like, how can you? And this was never intended to be seen by the public. Rapaport really is more at fault here for exposing something that Durant said to him privately. You can say, even though he was, talking shit about him, it was confidential. You know what I mean? He said it in confidentiality to a degree. And it's like, dude, we've had these exchanges before. This is probably not the first time they've had exchanges. And I think Durant even said that they've said worse before. So it's like, but this is their own personal situation. You know what I mean? So it's really the other party that exposed him. So I don't really know how he can be in trouble for saying something that honestly would have never been public in the first place. And he went on to apologize, but the apology was kind of whack. You know what I mean? He just basically said, I'm sorry you guys saw that. I didn't want you to see that. So that goes to show me that he doesn't really feel like what he said was bad. And like he would probably say it again, but he would just hopefully make sure that he doesn't do it in such a way that can be easily exposed or outed to the people. Like, I'm interested to think what you guys have to say about this. Do you feel like it was fair for the NBA to fine him $500,000 for basically some private messages that should never have been seen by the public? And it's not like he was saying this to, like I said, an official of the NBA or like somebody within his organization or the commissioner or something like that, or like a member of the media. Michael Rapaport is just, maybe he's a guy with a podcast, and yeah, he does media appearances, but ultimately he's not really anybody. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel, What's Packin Sports Show. You can also do me on, you can also follow me and subscribe on Twitch at twitch.tv/GDCHYLDTV. Hit that notification bell as well. And if you like this video, please also give me a thumbs up. As I always say, until the next show, go Pack go, and remember, the Bears still suck.
Puda, you the GOAT, boy.